السلام عليكم. Welcome back to another episode of Quran in English. My name is Ahmed, and I'm happy to take you through another section, the final four verses of Surah Fatir, the chapter of the originator, and the first 27 verses of Yasin, which I don't know why, but there's something about this chapter in my head. How do I describe it? When I've memorized the last 20 verses, 20 chapters of the Quran, and I try during every prayer to just follow my instincts as to which one I should say. And somehow Yasin keeps popping up in my head, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but we'll find out, or we won't. I don't know. We'll still see. Anyway, what am I doing here? I'm learning how to read the Quran. I'm explaining what I understand because that's the best way for me to learn, and I'm sharing my learning journey with you. If you like that, great. If you don't like that, okay. All right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله يمسك السماوات والأرض أن تزولا ولئن زالتا إن أمسكها ولئن زالتا إن أمسكهم ولئن زالتا إن أمسكهما من أحد من بعده إنه كان حليما غفورا.
أمسكهما.
Interesting. God upholds the heavens and the earth so that lest they cease. And I think cease is correct, but here they say falling apart. But it's kind of like, I did once, most recently hear the perspective that it's not that the past and the present and the future are real or fixed. Is that you're constantly being created, and that this whole universe was created by a word of God, kun fayakun, be, and so it was. And that word kun, that word be, is giving life to everything and giving life to everything in this moment. So I think that's kind of what it translates to this verse that we see before us, is that God causes the heavens and the earth to exist, and so that they don't cease to exist. And if they were to cease, nobody is able to uphold them. It's interesting how inna, here inna means indeed, and here in means not. Even though it's the same word, it's just from the meaning that is understood. In amsakuhuma min ahadin min ba'dih. I need to understand how these are, because sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's indeed. Yes, there is a small symbol above inna versus in. And my Arabic knowledge is not good enough to help us. But essentially it's saying if God ceases to make them exist, or ceases to uphold them, then nobody is going to be able to do so. Nobody is able to uphold them from after him. Indeed, he was the most forbearing and oft forgiving. And I always Google forbearing because I don't know what it means. Patient and restrained. I don't know. My brain doesn't understand Halim. واقسموا بالله جهد أيمانهم لئن جاءهم نذير ليكونن أهدى من إحدى الأمم فلما جاءهم نذير ما زادهم إلا نفورا. And they swore to God, the strongest of oaths, that if came to them a warner, they would surely be more guided than any of the nations, than any one nation. But when the warner came to them, it did not increase them, except in aversion. It drove them only further away. When did they swear the Psalms? There does seem to be an indication that we have given oaths that we don't remember. It's kind of like that soul contract concept. Because I'm like, I can't imagine the disbelievers gave the oath. But to be honest, my memory is crap. I don't know what I say half the time. So I could have given oaths that I didn't remember. Yeah. استكبارا في الأرض ومكر السيء ولا يحيق المكر السيء إلا بأهله فهل ينظرون إلا سنة الأولين فلن تجد لسنة الله تبديلا ولن تجد لسنة الله تحويلا. They were arrogant, they were proudful in the land, and they were plotting for evil. And plotting of evil does not encompass or circulate or bring back except to its own people. Anyone who does evil suffers at the hand of evil. Does it? Is that true? Does everybody get their just desserts? I don't know. So do they wait except for the way of the former people? Are they waiting anything but the fate of those destroyed before them? Are they waiting anything other than what happened to the former people? I don't think they're waiting. Nowadays, people just committing evil and getting away with it, right? But you will never find for the way of God any exchange. You'll never find a change in the way of God, and you will not find for the way of God any alteration. Tabdila is to change or swap it out. Tahwila is to modify it. Yeah, you can't change the way of God, you can't replace it with something else, and you can't affect the way of God so that it goes a different path. Like it's still the way of God, but it just comes out differently. أولم يسيروا في الأرض فينظروا كيف كان عاقبة الذين من قبلهم وكانوا أشد منهم قوة وما كان الله ليعجزه من شيء في السماوات ولا في الأرض إنه كان عليما قديرا. A statement that we have heard many, many times in the Quran before. Many, 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 many times. If they not traveled through the earth, then they can see how was the end of those who were before them, who were stronger than them in power. Stronger in power, stronger in wealth, stronger in blah, blah, blah. And they'll just travel through the land, see their end. Travel through the land, see their end. And it was not for God. Nothing can escape God in the heavens or in the earth. Indeed, he was all-knowing and all-powerful. I'm just struggling to see this. I'm struggling to see God's justice punishing those that commit the biggest atrocities. Because there are some nations that have been causing hell on earth for a lot of people. When do they get their just desserts? You know what I mean? ولو يؤاخذ الله الناس بما كسبوا ما ترك على ظهرها من دابة ولكن يؤخرهم إلى أجل مسمى فإذا جاء أجلهم فإن الله كان بعباده بصيرا. And if God I want to see what this word means on its own. It is punish? Yeah, takes. But somehow when they add the words وَلَوْ يُؤَاخِذ, okay, if God were to punish, if God were to take people for what they have earned, he would leave on its he would have not left on its back any creature that roams the earth. But instead, he gives them respite. So he doesn't take them immediately for what they've done and what they've earned, but he gives them respite. We're all given time, we're all given respite until a specific turn that's appointed. We're all given time. Those who are doing good and those who are doing bad. And therein answers the question of where is the punishment of God. Their punishment comes in an appointed time. Trust and believe. So when it comes to them, their term, then indeed God is of his slaves all seeing. Yeah. Punish people is one word, take people is another. Yeah. Anyway, I don't mean to rush this part, but I'm very excited to start Yasin. Which is kind of interesting because the chapter of Yasin is literally the first 2 letters. Every chapter has a name, a word. Oh, this might be Sad as well. It's at least the first chapter that we've seen that is just the first 2 letters, Ya and Sin, which ironically is also a name, Yasin, but it's not written like this. Yeah, so off we go. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Yasin, which these are 2 letters. Ya is 1 letter, Sin is another. Many of the verses of the Quran, many of the chapters of the Quran start with these letters. We don't fully understand what they mean. Sometimes they refer to the book and sometimes they don't. So it's a bit unclear. وَالْقُرْآنِ الْحَكِيمِ, and this one's not just talking about the book, but it's talking about specifically the Quran that has wisdom. إِنَّكَ لَمِنَ الْمُرْسَلِينَ, indeed you are among the messengers. عَلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ, on a path that is straight. And this is a part of Surah Al-Fatiha, the very first chapter of the Quran. We pray to be put on the correct path. تنزيل العزيز الرحيم, a revelation from the Almighty that is the most merciful. Almighty, all-powerful, Ar-Rahim, the most merciful. That's why you have Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the most gracious and the most merciful. Rahim is most merciful. It comes from the word Rahm, which means womb, actually. So yeah, somebody explained this to me recently in a beautiful fashion. Mercy doesn't encapsulate the feeling of Rahmah. Rahmah, it does mean mercy, but if you think about it from a mother's womb gives you what you need to survive and grow and nurtures you. That's how God's mercy is seen. That's how God's love is felt, through this mercy. It's so much more powerful than the word mercy. So most people think, oh, mercy means like, oh, it's like some king or something that's giving you a break from punishment and suffering. But mercy from a soulful sense is very beautiful. لِتُنْذِرَ قَوْمًا مَا أُنْذِرَ آبَاؤُهُمْ فَهُمْ غَافِلُونَ, so that you may warn a people that were not warned, their fathers were not warned, so they were heedless, ignorant, unaware. لَقَدْ حَقَّ الْقَوْلَ عَلَى أَكْثَرِهِمْ فَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. حَقَّ الْقَوْلَ, the word has been proven to be true. The decree has been justified. The sentence has been carried out on most of them, so they do not believe. So حَقَّ الْقَوْلَ, it has been decreed that they won't believe, or their test has come and their judgment has come, in a way. So here they try to translate it. The torment, the decree of torment has already been justified for more to them, for they will never believe. إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون. Why is this word so familiar to me? Indeed, we have placed on their necks iron collars. فهي إلى الأذقان, it is up to their chins and necks. So they their heads are forced up. What does this word mean?
مقمحون.
مقمحون. Or did I say it wrong? Muzzled. فهم مقمحون. إن جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون. Here they're saying they're forced up, but here they're saying they're muzzled. And I think muzzled is better. Muzzled obviously is like incapable of speaking. I like that idea, that visual more than heads are forced up. Heads are forced up. As I pushed my head away from the mic, it was harder for you to hear me. وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون. And we made from before their hands a barrier, from in front of them a barrier, and from behind them a barrier. So we covered them, so they do not see. So it's as if, remove this. We have put shackles upon their necks and their chins, so they are muzzled. And we have placed a barrier before them and behind them, so they're covered up and they fail to see the truth. Again, the in between carried quotations are trying to soften the fact that God is very explicitly saying, yeah, those people are not going to receive guidance. It is also God's will. It is our will, it is also God's will. It's both. Both are true. وسواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. And it's the same for them. If you warn them or if you don't warn them, they will not believe. No matter what you do. Some people won't. And you gotta let them. إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم. Indeed, you are only warning those who follow the reminder and is in awe of the most gracious. Without seeing him, they're going to say the same thing. See footnote, which means or seeing him in or being in awe of the most gracious by themselves alone when they are unseen. What is this, the reminder? Reminder is another name for the Quran. Sure, but it's not just the Quran. It's also the Torah. It's also Jesus. So give them good tidings of forgiveness and a reward that is noble. إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام مبين. We are the ones who give life to the dead, and we record what they have sent before and their footprints. Right, what they have sent forth and what they leave behind. What they leave behind is more accurate. Yeah, a footprint is something that you leave behind, but it's like, yeah, it's not just that. It's like legacy they leave behind. Essentially, it's saying what they have done, what they did, and how they affected the world, and everything we have. أحصيناه في إمام مبين. Yeah, we have enumerated it. We've listed it in a record that is clear. اللوح المحفوظ. See footnotes for 3. This is going to be like the Rashi nesting dog. Go see footnotes, see footnotes, see footnotes, see footnotes, and then it comes down to اللوح المحفوظ, the preserved tablet, way back when. واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون, and set forth for them the example of the companions of the city, if when it sent to them the messengers. Now, what does this mean? Several things can mean here. We have human messengers and we have angel messengers. Later in these verses, it does say, the people say that they're nothing but humans, but that doesn't mean that they could be angels. They could be people. The Quran doesn't state if they are. And we get into a little bit of spice. But let's see what it says first. إذ أرسلنا إليهم اثنين إذ أرسلنا إليهم اثنين فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون. If we sent to them 2 messengers, so they denied them both, then we strengthened them with a third. And they said, we are to you messengers. We're sent to you as messengers. In the previous chapter, we heard 2 or 3 or 4. We heard that the angels are messengers with wings. 2, 3, and 4. So some people are saying, oh, that's the number of wings. And I'm saying a counterpoint, and I think a more realistic point, is that the messenger angels were sent in 2s, 3s, and 4s. Where have we seen 2 messengers? In the story of Lut and the story of Abraham. 2 messengers came to them. And now here it's saying we send 2 messengers, and if they were denied, then we send a third. Is this about humans? Is this about angels? We don't know. This is about messengers. قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون. They said, the people replied, you are nothing except human beings, like us. And the Most Gracious has not revealed anything. Indeed, you are only liars. So the people believe that they're humans, which there are a lot of human messengers. The Prophet Muhammad was an example of a human messenger. There are many examples of human messengers. Human messengers absolutely exist, but so do messenger angels. And apparently the messenger angels come in the form of humans. In Qawm Lut, they talked about wanting to violate those messengers. So clearly they thought they were humans. Not clearly, but like you kind of understand it, right? قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون. All they do and say in response is, God knows we are to you messengers. We have been sent to you, we are to you messengers. I mean, yeah. وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين. And it's not upon us except to convey a clear message, to deliver the message clearly. That is it. Does not deny, does not reinforce. It just says, we're messengers, we're here to deliver a message. That's it. And in this case, they're 2 or 3. If the 2 fail, they get sent with a third. Very interesting. قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب أليم. وليمسنكم. Yeah. They said, indeed, we see an evil. Oh, the people's response to the messenger angel saying, we see an evil omen from you. Yeah, we getting bad juju vibes from y'all. And if you don't desist, then we will stone you, or surely it will touch you from us a punishment, a torment that is painful. So the people, not only do they reject them, they vehemently reject the messengers. قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون. The messengers say, your evil omen is with you. You have the bad jujus. This is the whole point. You're calling us the evil omens, but it's already there with you. If you are admonished, no. Is it because you're reminded of the truth? Nay, you are people that are transgressing. Yeah, so the messengers come and they tell them, hey, what you're doing, not good. You got to go good. You got to go good. You got to do right. And then those people look at the messengers and go, oh, you're bringing bad vibes. And the messengers are like, no, you're in the bad vibes. That's the message that we gave you. The message that we gave you that what you're doing ain't right. And now you're telling us that we ain't right? You confuse it. You are transgressing. وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين. And came from the furthest part of the city a man who's running, and he said, "O my people, follow the messengers." Now, I don't know who this is. اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون. Follow those who do not ask of you any payment, and they are rightly guided. Because usually the messengers don't ask for payment. They're like, yeah, our payment's with God. That's what the Quran says time and time again. Yeah. وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون. And why should I not worship the one that created me? And it's the same word from the previous chapter, fatar, fatarani, the one who created me, the one who originated me, and to whom you will be returned. Why should I not worship the one? So he continues saying, follow those who ask no reward of you, and why should I not worship the one who originated me, the one whom you will all return to? Who this man is? أتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغني عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا ينقذون. Should I take from besides him gods? If the Most Gracious intends for me harm, then nothing will avail me from their intercession in a thing, and they will not be able to save me. How could I take other gods with... Because if God wants me harm, you think those things that you're worshiping are going to stop the harm from coming your way? Boy. Be real. Bumbakla. Inni idhan lafi dalalin mubin. If I do so, I would be in an error that is clear. Who is this man? Inni amantu bi rabbikum fasma'un. Indeed, I have believed in your Lord, so listen to me. Is he talking to the people or is he talking to the messengers? قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون. So here they said, but they killed him, and then that wasn't said. It was just said, enter paradise. And he said, I wish my people only knew. بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين. About how my Lord has forgiven me and placed me from among the honorable ones. I mean, we continue the story after this. Yeah, it does say from after him. So it does intend that it is verse. But it's very interesting. I'm very curious. Yasin seems very interesting. Very cool. I'm very curious. Something about this chapter. Anyway, as usual, we always end on the star. Sadaqallahu al-Aliyyil Azim. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ma salam. Bye.